University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will put total leather and will get started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
QB draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They punted away on fourth down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanders. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They've got a 1st down here to open the period.
22 water. 22 water. Music note. Music note.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans are flying down the field. The hand to the running back. Fights off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. It's Lemon. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. With jet sweep pass. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Gonna look downfield again. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires downfield. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. On the ground, it's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. First down. Working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Caught over the middle. It's Howard. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sanders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sanders. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. His drive will open from the 15. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Going to the running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Mayava. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
On the ground, it's Cobb. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. Scrambling away. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter play. For Auburn, 28, USC 7.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Simmons. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Using his feet to buy time. He throws into the middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to pass, it's Fox. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds him out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except particular. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you in recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Auburn! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. football with the run. Crosses the 30. Still running at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, nothing complex about that play. They dialed up the old dive play, and it gashes the defense.
Just find a crease there and let this guy do his work, and he did.
I love the job up front, too, by the offensive line. Hat on a hat, you got guys chipping up into the second level, opening up a big hole for the back.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Howard. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Sends it back in motion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
Here we go. You can score on these guys.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Just keeps slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year. Coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on first down from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got him downfield. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to the air. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0.